Welcome to Dr. Z Show. This show is about spirituality and films, and in every show we bring in a guest to talk about different aspects of spirituality. So today we have Will Green in our show. Hello, Will Green. How are you
Hello.
today?
I'm good, thank you.
We are going to talk about shamanism, which is one aspect of spiritualism. And we want to know about the history of shamanism and how it is a part of spiritualism.
Okay. Shamanism has been a part of mankind's quest for spiritual truth and enlightenment for thousands of generations. It has existed all over the world, and in the 60s, it was discovered that indigenous peoples all over the world, regardless of where they were, whether it was Siberia or China or Africa or South America, all believed in basically the same thing. And these things were that there is a spirit world that can be accessed by people here on this plane of existence. Those people are typically called shamans, although anybody can do this work. Additionally, there is a series of chakras through your body, power centers. Some cultures believe in 5, some 7, some 9, but the idea of chakras was universal. Also, energy meridians. Another belief was that when you're born, your spirit comes into your body, and when you die, the spirit leaves your body. But the spirit doesn't die. The spirit moves on to another plane of existence, which can then be accessed by people on this plane through certain techniques. These techniques can include mediumship, such as in spiritualism, and the most common amongst the shamanic indigenous peoples is to use drumming as a way to access this other spiritual realm, which is all around us.
So you were talking about the three different worlds, upper world and the lower world, and the third one was?
The middle world.
Middle world.
Which is this
So
world.
tell us a little bit about it.
Okay. So in shamanism, especially what I would call neo-shamanism, which is the amalgamation of many different indigenous peoples, cultures, and beliefs into one construct, which is most applicable or most useful to modern day first world nations. There's three worlds: the upper world, middle world, and lower world. Middle world is this world as we see it today, but with the addition of spiritual beings. Then there's the upper world, which is not necessarily heaven, and the lower world, which is not necessarily hell, which is a different place to go. The lower world is by far the most like this world, with the addition of the fact that spirits can manifest in many different forms. They can be animals, they can be plants, they can be a river, a stream, a rock, a tree, an eagle, and you can talk to any of these spirits and they will speak to you allegorically about your life, if that's what you're asking, about other people's lives, if that's what you're asking, and basically be spiritual guides and mentors if you allow them to do that work.
So usually, people think of the lower world as, it's hell, and we don't want to go there. And this misconception, because when I came to the drumming circle and you were talking about the lower world, and suddenly in my mind, I was like, where are we gonna go? Is it going to be a hell or something? But it was not. So let's talk a little bit about the lower world and why people have this misconception of lower world as hell.
So the lower world as hell, or going down into hell, is a very Christian belief system. Many different belief systems don't think of Pachamama, Mother Earth, as a hell place. They think about it as the mother of all existence, the place that we could not exist unless we had the earth around us supporting us in all the ways that it does. We get our food, our sustenance, we breathe the air here. This is all part of the nurturing of Mother Earth. And going into Mother Earth, into her womb, if you will, to the lower world, at least from a shamanic point of view, is a return to the bases, the simple life that before technology and before Western civilization created all of the constructs that we have today, and of course before Christianity, which meant, says going down is hell-based. Different religions have different directions that people would go. So for example, in Christianity, you go up to heaven. That's not always the case. In some indigenous peoples, they go down when they are when they pass away. Others, they go west towards the setting sun, because that's where the day ends, and that's where people go. So it varies upon from belief system to belief system.
So yesterday I experienced the drumming circle, and I was totally amazed because I was able to, first of all, it's so interesting you say the mother, the womb of the Mother Earth, and I could actually see myself in the womb of my own mother, and I experienced that warmth and that beautiful feeling to be a little baby. And then from there I met the white wolf. I didn't know that I was going to meet any animal, but you mentioned all that later, and it really made sense. So it was quite an interesting journey yesterday, which we did here at Celebrate Life. And I want to ask you to tell our audience how this journey can help them, and if they want to participate, what are the different things which you do in this circle?
So the process for the drumming circle and how it works is, first we get everyone together, we introduce each other, talk about why we're here, what kind of background we've had in shamanism, if any. If some people have never experienced any kind of shamanic drumming or don't really understand the basis for what shamanism is, especially as a first world context, I talk about that. Then we talk about intention. And the time that you were here, the intention was based on the third chakra, which happens to be the power chakra, becoming all you can be, coming into your power. And I told a little parable about a boy coming to his grandfather and asking the grandfather if there's two tigers in the forest, and one tiger is all about compassion and light and love, and the other tiger is all about hatred, cruelty, and misery, which tiger is going to win? And the grandfather responded to the boy, after thinking about it a little while, that it depends upon which tiger you feed. And so the drumming circle is all about ultimately choosing which tiger to feed and which part of you is going to win. And are you going to become all you can be? Are you going to blossom into the fullest incarnation of your potential? Or are you going to be stuck in a world which is rather bleak? And so this particular drumming circle was all about addressing that. And everybody in the room had the same intention, which was discussing or thinking about this power.
So what is the protocol of a shamanic drumming circle?
So what happens is that everyone gets comfortable on the floor, or on a chair, however they like to journey. And then I discuss some of the drumming beats. The beats change depending upon what's going on. The vast majority of the time, it's just a steady drum beat. At the end, I'm asking people to come back, to stop their journey, to stop talking to whoever they're talking to stop experiencing whatever they're experiencing, and start threading their way back through finding all the little breadcrumbs that they've left and coming back into this reality, back into this world. And so I talk about that. And then I'll do a guided meditation that gets people relaxed and aware of the spiritual world, and basically finding a way to go into Pachamama, to Mother Earth, and see the boundary between this world and the spiritual world. And then at the end of that guided meditation, I show people the door to go through, and then it's up to everyone in the room to go through the door themselves, and then I stop talking, and then the drumming begins, and then they are on their own for their spiritual journey, talking to whatever spirits they come across. In your case, I think you probably found a very key spirit, being your power animal, the white wolf, who will probably be back on future journeys, discussing with you the secrets of life, where you're bound in to go in this lifetime, what's going to happen in the future. He could be a great teacher for you. So you were very lucky, you found your power animal, and I would expect that power animal to return over and over and over again.
So why the drum beat is important in this journey?
So drumming is is a form of meditation. Buddhists sit in a quiet room and hear the thundering silence, and that's what enables them to go to a spiritual place. With shamanic drumming, it's all about, for me anyway, focusing the monkey mind, the mind that's talking about, oh, what am I going to have for dinner? Or I have a shopping list. What about my boyfriend, my girlfriend, my mortgage, my, whatever it happens to be. And that little monkey mind that's always going in the background gets distracted. It goes, oh, there's a drum. I'll listen to that. And then it stops. And when the monkey mind gets distracted and starts listening to the drums, that's when spirit can come up and you can have amazing experiences. So it's all about distracting the monkey mind as far as my experiences.
So if somebody wants to experience the drumming circle, when do you do it and where do you do it?
We do it the third Wednesday of every month in the Castro at Celebrate Life Progressive Spiritualist Community. We have a meetup group, the San Francisco Shamanic Drumming Circle. We also have links on my website, which is willthejourneyer.com. You can send me an email. I'd be happy to put you on our mailing.
So in this show, we always have one spiritual affirmation for our audience, and today's spiritual affirmation is about shamanic journey. Thank you, Will, so much for coming in our show and giving us all this wonderful information about shamanic drumming and shamanic circles. And we would love to invite you back again so that we can talk more and our audience can get more information about shamanism. Thank you so much for watching our show, and thank you, Will.
Thank you.